Good evening, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. As you can see, I'm adjusting my straps a little bit, and it's all good. My thumbs are like 97% happy at the moment, which I'll have to do. There we go. That's 1 to 98% now. Okay, so we're just going to resume here because we are just about to kick off another train ride. This guy's just about to. Don't look at this counter. It's the counter up at the other station. There we go. 16k. And the train gets knocked off. So we're just going to go over and pick up the second load of coal from our coal station. And while this is running around, we're going to talk about this episode, and it's going to be belts. To be honest, I could think of other things which need to be done as well, which I could do instead of belts this episode, but I've been promising belts for some time, and I feel like I really should keep my promise to some degree. So we're going to be doing belts. Another thing I would like to do is start planning out solar, start building the level 3 solar panels and the accumulators, and thinking about the roboports as well. What level roboports do we actually have? Because we need to start thinking about those. We've got Roboport Mark 1 and Roboport Mark 2. This guy needs some interesting stuff. I think that needs aluminium, actually. Oh god. This is one of the things that I really do not like in Bob's, is the fact that you've got all of these crazy components. This guy needs antenna. See that little thing, the second thing with the spokey bits out of it. Where the hell is that? Where the hell do you make that? Because it's not on the same page. And that's really annoying me. There it is. This spokey little bit here. So these three, I think these three are the components you need, actually. Yes, those three and steel. So this guy needs the second level of those three and steel and Roboport Mark 1. So let's go ahead and have a look here. So this guy, easy. This guy, easy. This guy, easy. This guy, aluminium plate. Not so easy. This guy, easy. And this guy, easy. So I would like to think about Roboport Mark 2s. Because obviously they've just got a much wider range. This guy's got a range of 50 and then 110 for construction. And this guy has a range of 100 and 220 for construction. So this is going to mean that we can build our solar expandable areas a lot bigger and have a lot less to worry about. Yeah. Although maybe it doesn't matter too much, but yeah, because it's going to be like one solar panel in the middle of everything, and maybe we'll just go with number ones for the solar thing, because it doesn't really matter. When I get to my actual base and robots flying around and actually doing stuff, moving around, I'm going to want Roboport Mark 2s at the very least, and I'll probably upgrade them over time, because I don't want Roboports everywhere, because they're big and they're clunky and I've got machines, but for the solar array, we're just going to be using blueprints, and we're just going to be overlaying them, and that is just fine. This guy really is taking a long time. These guys, what are they doing at the moment? They're doing +5, so they're doing 6 each. So it's not, but that's still half the amount they could be doing. And of course, loading in from one side. So yeah, once we get nuclear robots en masse, then we are going to be very happy, because that, I feel like we really want them. I've really wanted them for the past, like, 30 episodes, basically, since we started. Haven't even done 30 yet, but ever since we started. Look at this. 2 of these guys can't even keep a yellow belt full. Did you see that? It wasn't even fully backed up, so yeah, we really, I mean, 2 of these guys, when they're fully upgraded, could almost keep a blue belt full or a red belt full. They'd do a lot better, but for now, not so much. So anyway, I mean, what it comes down to is that we do need yellow science. Yellow science is holding us back on a whole bunch of different things. And if we go down to Mr. Robot, which is not in the green section, it is in the red section, we can build these things right now. We kind of need uranium, so we will need a uranium setup, but that needs yellow as well. And once we get yellow and we start doing this, we can start producing the Kovaraks. And let's double check actually with the uranium. Are we going to run into any problems here? No, that's power. We don't want power. We want uranium. So this guy, we can build that. We don't care about the nuclear reactor. We just want the centrifuge. And we don't care about anything else really. We just want the centrifuge because we're not doing nuclear power. We just want the uranium for robots, and that we can build. So really, in terms of future progression, why am I jittering and juddering? And okay, it seems to have fixed itself now. It's just running over the rails. It was jittering a little bit. But anyway, there we go. We can see that our iron is fairly backed up. So we are going to be getting straight into belts, and we are going to be smashing the crap out of them. Looks like we may be running out of lead very soon. We are getting barely anything out here. You guys destroy all of those because we don't need them no more. And okay, so we may have to think about another lead source fairly quickly. But for belts, I don't think we really... well, we need leads for basic electronic circuits, if I remember correctly. Where are the damn things? These guys do need lead in some small degree, so it's a fair thing that these, or at least the splitters, are going to need them. Yeah. I don't know, maybe. But, yeah, I feel like 17k is a decent amount, but it's going up still. We're really not using anything at all. Okay, you guys need to be picked up. Alright, so let's just get basic here and do the belt production and get it kicked off and get it going. And then we will upgrade iron as soon as we can, the iron bus anyway, and we'll use our fabulous auto planner because we're not going to get the bots to do that because the bots are just stupid. And we'll see how we go. And since we can produce lubricant directly from coal, we might even get... we're definitely going to need to put some red machines all over the place here. That's out of our reach, but we'll get some red machines here. I think we'll upgrade all of these to be red because it just seems like such a good idea. What are you running low on? Steel. Imagine if you had belts that needed steel. Actually, I think the higher level ones probably do need some sort of steel or steel related products or something. What am I getting? 15. Okay, that should be enough. Okay. Yes, because if anything, these guys, the bloody Vooplings, look at that. 80 iron gear wheels for 2 of the undergrounds. And you know how much we use undergrounds for bloody belts. So that is going to hit us very, very hard, the amount of gears we need. In fact, these 9 gear machines are usually the constraining factor, despite all of these other machines. I mean, sometimes the machine building the belt is a constraining factor, but over the long run, the gears can be even more constraining. So, let's do that, let's do that, and let's do that. And I'm still not sure if we're going to do express loaders on this thing, because I use them, but I don't use them a whole lot. I mean, I don't use them really for anything except these little chest things. So I don't know. This guy? Oh, okay. So the express loader does require a fast loader and lubricant. That's going to be interesting. This one requires a loader and this one requires a transport belt. So we are going to have to do something about that. So what we might do is we might shift a little bit off here. Where's my red underground? I need tons of iron. There we go. Yep, no, I've got 2 under there. And we'll pull it out of here. I'll pull that over there. I realize we're supposed to be using something else for that space later on, but loaders, man, we could just... Unless we want to build these in the mall, which could be an idea. We'll see. Because we just need these, and these are just basic. So maybe we will build them in the mall, and we can have sort of a snaky U-shape sort of deal going on here. So, this is going to be basic transport belt, loader 1s, loader 2s, basic transport belt, loader 1s, and loader 2s. Because it's just too much of a pain in the ass to do it in the same area that we do everything else, because it just is. Okay. And do that. You do not need almost any of that stuff. And you go there. Okay, got a lot of those. You need inserters as well. You gotta be shitting me. Okay, so this guy has to be inserters. Okay, alright. We will do that, I guess. We will try and keep this this bloody game happy. It's a pain in the ass sometimes. Alright, there we go. Now, what do you need for inserters? You need that and that and that. So we're starting to get to the point where we really need a lot of stuff all over the place here. Okay. I realize that's a bit messed up, but whatever. It's absolutely... Yeah, okay, we'll fix it. Fix it. There we go. And job's done. Alright, so you need that and that. And gears. You need gears as well. Really? Okay. We're going to do something funky here because I don't want to put gears up this line. We've already got pipes on this line, and I don't want to put gears up there as well because that's just silly. We have everything that needs gears on this side. So what we're going to do here is 1, 2, 3. You go away, and then we'll have a belt here. And you do that, and you do that. And then we can have this guy going straight up, and you can do that, and you can do that, and you can do that. And I don't know what I just researched. Ooh, advanced electronics. We're actually researching up to yellow science right now, and we didn't even tell it to do that. So now, inserters. Okay. You should be good. Why are you not good? You're a red. You're a red. You're supposed to be doing that shit. Buy normal. I don't know why it's not. There we go. It's... Don't want to do that. Do not enable position overrides because apparently that converts a red back to not being long-handed at all. So now... Okay. Alright. What we might actually do is... No, we can do that. So now this guy needs that, basic electronic boards, and this guy will need that as well, but will also need gears. Okay. This is really turning messy. Really, really turning messy. Okay. Shift E, pick up from here. Okay. Now, you don't need the big ones, do you? You just need the normal ones. 2. Just makes it. And now you are going to get that. That'll give you these ones. And you need iron. Freaking... Ah, damn it. Okay. We will just get iron off here, because that is the easiest thing to do. Oh, so much pain in this game. Alright, so iron's coming through there. It's going over there. Going down here. And this is going to be basic loaders, of which we are still going to have a bunch, because we're not going to upgrade everything to blue straight away and just say, alright, everything's going to be blue. Although it's a nice idea. Oh, you need to be a red. You need to be a red assembler because you are slow as. Okay. And now I'm guessing the red one is slow as well. So you need to be doing that. Iron gears, check. Loaders, check. This one, check. Dun, dun, dun. And then you need to be like that. And you need to be like that. And you need to go on like that. And that is going to be this guy, which we're going to feed straight up into here. And we're only going to make one of those because reds are dead. And then we're going to make blue ones. And what do blue ones need? So we need these beautiful circuits, we need iron gears, so we got everything we need except lubricant, and that should not be too bad. Okay, you go over, and you reach just outside there, so that is beautiful. And we'll put a light over here. No, wait, we can't put a light there because we need a light here, because we need this to go up there. And that is everything we need. And then we just go like that, and put it up there, and print that out nice and big. And, yeah. Ooh, that's a nice bit of lead right there. So what we are going to do is we are going to probably just set up another lubricant processing deal, because if we have a look over here, actually I don't know why I set this one up if I'm not going to use it. It's kind of, maybe we should just pipe this over. I mean, it's probably fine. We can probably just pipe that over, because pipes, I'm starting to think that pipes are only really bad over long distance if you don't have enough stuff in there. So if you're running out, and if you've got a complicated system which takes things from multiples, like if you're producing lubricant off the same things that you produce plastic and stuff like that, then sometimes you can run out of different things, and you can run out of lubricant or not have enough lubricant because you don't have enough heavy oil, and it all starts to get complicated. And that's when pipes start to not become completely full and you start to get throughput problems. But for now, we're producing nothing but lubricant from this coal. And where are my pipes? Still not looking at different pipes either. This is water. I don't know why we're piping water down there. That was really, really early on, I guess we were doing that. I might have to move this pipe later, but for now, I'm just going to leave it like that. And this engine setup is definitely going away, because we don't need that anymore. And we're going to do robots in a completely different place with completely proper things. So that's actually going down a lot. And that's just filling up the bloody pipes. So it's like 2 or 3K. And then these guys come straight back and knock it back up, which is beautiful. It's not knocking back up a lot, but it's doing it decently. And this takes 40 lubricant. So we might run into a decent shortage of lubricant at the start while these guys are filling up. But hopefully over the long term, it should work out okay. We'll have to keep an eye on that. 21.4. We are building blue loaders at the moment, and this one's going up. I don't know if it'll keep going up once we start building blue belt. I have a feeling the answer will be no. But yeah, that's just something we'll have to deal with. And at least we're not constrained by this system, so we can just keep going nuts. Modular roboports. Does that mean we've actually got roboports 3 here? Personal roboport. Where are the actual roboports? Alright, so modular roboports. Okay, so this guy actually researched number 3, which is going to be nickel, lithium-ion batteries, and titanium. So screw that. And then level 4 is nitinol, silver zinc batteries, and gold plate and nickel and gilded copper wire and blah, 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 blah. They're massive though. Look at that. Supply area of 200, construction area of 440. We could probably cover this base with like 3 of the damn things and be completely covered. And that is not something that you want to underestimate, because that is absolutely awesome. But that'll be very, very late game, which I think we're still going to get to. So it's all good. I definitely want to be at the point where I'm like, yeah, I can build anything I damn well want and it'll all be awesome. So we're going to push this over a little bit. What are we doing? So you go there, and then you go there, and then you go there. I don't think we need a tank down here, and having 2 tanks at the end of opposite sides of a very long pipe does weird things to the throughput as well, because the only way the throughput is completely solid through all the pipes is if both tanks are full. So if you've got one tank is half full and the other tank is full, and they sort of try and even out over long distance, and it doesn't really, you end up with things not being as good as they can. So you just want to tank in one side, and then the other side should be fairly solid. So like this guy is full, this guy's full, this guy's full. So we got no throughput problems at the moment. How are you doing with these loaders? 10 so far. You are running out of gears. Bloody oath, look at all these gears coming down. I suppose a lot of gears are being taken up making the other loaders. So once we got a backlog of these loaders, which we almost got here, that should be fine. But we definitely want to make sure that we've got our gear production going as best as it can. Where we go? You need better machines. You need better machines. Those are the only 4 that are really feeding gears. We got this one, but this is just off doing its own thing. And then the rest, I think, we're not really feeding them. But that's fine, because if we look down here, we've got not a lot of iron making it through anyway. So, yeah. If we put more machines up here to do gears, then they would get even less iron. There'd be even less iron going to gears. So we're kind of using every bit of iron that we get for gears. And we still get a decent little amount of gears coming through. Not as good as we would like, but that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is until we get more iron going through the system. That is going to be the way it is. So, speaking of gears, put that there. And then you... we got to remember that we can't put a chest here for feeding out blue belts, because we might have better belts in the future. So, do that. And then you do the same. And you do the same. And then we put these guys here. So, let me see. What do you need? You need those, and you need gears. So we get gears from both sides. You need gears as well, and you need undergrounds, you need lubricants, you're fine. We need our special electronic circuit board circuits over here, and you need gears. So there are your gears, and we need special circuits. I think we really should be halving these guys. I don't know why I didn't do it in the first place, but I really think we should be. How are we going to do this? Okay, so you go there. Okay. Do we just want to do it like this? But that's taking off the entire side of it. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Okay. So you go like that. You need to be moved back a bit. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And I know this looks shit, but that is what we're going to do. And then you come down there. And then you come down there. Alright. So now we've got those. And we might split out this yellow belt later on as well, if we want to. So, come on, I just want to pick up one side. There we go. Picking up one side of the belt. And that is all good. We should eventually start to see the better circuits. There they are coming on down there. And we're not going to be able to do a lot more this episode than actually build the damn things. I was hoping we'd be able to put some of them down, but yeah, I guess building them is good enough. We spent a lot of time building that loader setup, and I'm very, very happy that now we have loaders automated. So, you go like that, and you go like that. And then we want to limit. You are going to be limited down to 2. You are going to be limited down to 5. You are going to be limited down to 2. And you are going to be all that. and you are going to be all that. We might need more of the undergrounds, but the undergrounds go so much longer, and we're not going to limit the actual belts at all. We want it to be completely 100% full. So now we go and do that, replace that, replace that, don't need that anymore. Let's just do a upgrade of this section. So we got these things, the poles being upgraded. So if we do this, upgrades all of the poles. And now there's probably too many of the damn things, but we can like take that one out. We can take that one out. Maybe we can't take that one out. Put that one there. Look at all of these poles. We do not need that many poles anymore. Oh, it's powering all of them. That's beautiful. Okay. Bit less all over the place sort of crap. Look at this thing. We have instantly, absolutely instantly crushed the amount of gears that were on this. And look at the iron. The iron is absolutely crushed as well. This is sort of feeding through a little bit. But if we have a look over on our iron, this one's going in full speed, absolutely full speed. And let's take a check down here. So at the bottom, we are draining this big thing. It is being drained. And if we had proper blue belts on here, it would be drained even faster. So I have a feeling that we have just completely destroyed our iron supply. And if we leave this for long enough, our entire base will start to suffer because we just won't have enough actual iron coming in anymore. We've got 2 little smelting lots that can fill a yellow belt each. They are not going to handle this base anymore. So maybe that's what we'll do next episode is putting some blue belts down and working on iron. And I've got to think about the smelting setup here as well because we don't want to be using coal forever. We want to be switching over to electric ones. And does that mean we need to shift these entire lines? I don't know. Does that mean we are going to run out of power if we shift over to electric smelters? Absolutely 100% yes, we are. So we need to start worrying about solar. So all of these things sort of coming up together. We've got 160 megawatts at the moment, but once we start switching over to electric smelters, that ain't going to last long. So what we're actually going to do is I'm going to round this episode out by building electric smelters because we will need them. And where are we going? Electric smelters. Well, what do we need for an electric smelter? We could build electric smelters too, Invar and tungsten. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Steel, electronic circuit boards, and stone brick. So, we got everything we need here, almost. We just got to faff it a little bit. Where are my reds? Okay, you are my reds. So... and we got to remember pipes are still coming up this line, so we don't want to kill pipes. So we're going to put that there, and we're going to do this. Shift E, pick up from there. No, from here. That's better. Okay, and then you go and pick up from there, and then you go and put there, and we're going to need this to be a decent amount. And we're going to put a pole there, and then you are going to make electric furnaces. And they take 5 seconds, so we don't really need another inserter here to insert more stuff. I think we should be fine with what it's doing. And that is going to get our electric furnaces up for when we need them, which is probably going to be fairly soon. Look at this guy, man. We are almost... well, that guy was really zooming along for a second there. We must have just finished one of these guys. 59 so far, 50 of those. So this guy's backed up, that's good. I'm going to back these... yeah, I don't really know. We don't really need a lot on them, so 2 stacks does seem like a lot. Yeah, okay. Back them up to 2 stacks. So, anyway, that is it. We've got absolutely no iron, so these guys are absolutely destroying the system. But that's fine. We were going to upgrade it to blue belts anyway, and it's ironic that the blue belt creation is the main thing which requires the base to be upgraded to blue belts, but that's just irony for you. And not the good kind of irony, the stuff that we can actually use to build blue belts. It's the bad kind of irony. So, that's it. We are going to take a little bit of a break here, and I will see you guys in just a bit. Stay tuned.